Jesus, these flies. Hey guys, welcome back. This is an out and about video for Hayfield. I've just come across a memorial for a Nambrooke Denison Soldier Settlers Memorial between 1951 and 1958. So there's a commemorative thing about how they settled in this area, and there's a whole heap of names, of course, and they're all soldiers who settled here and made a life. Now the flies are just going to drive me nuts today, but that's all right. I'm here to actually taste a beer. One that was actually given to me by Mick Eade, and thank you Mick Eade, just before Christmas he sent me one down. Now you've got to remember, in the next 2 or 3 weeks we're in the middle of summer here, and it's about 31 degrees every day up until then. Going to be rain, hail and shine. It's always going to be about 30 odd degrees. So we've got some temperature happening. That's why I'm wearing this hat. And I'm also out and about in the middle of nowhere, just before Hayfield, filming this for you guys just to check out what I'm going to drink. And now, this is a One Drop Brewing Company You Dig Me Cream Pastry Stout, 10% alcohol volume, so I'll have to drink this and walk around and burn it off a little bit later. I have got another channel called Where in the World is Pierre, so check it out if you haven't seen it yet. That is going to be posted on there, but I'll put a couple of snippets of it on this channel too, just so you guys can see. It is, the date is the 9th of January, so we're looking at Thursday, the 9th of January. And this is the first out and about video I've done this year, proper one. Oh, actually, did I do another one before this? I did. Where was that? That was last week. First out and about video for the day, for the week. No, it wasn't. I didn't do one. Doesn't matter. I'll work it out. If it's here, I'll pop a link up there. So today I'm trying this out. Now, it's recommended by Michael to try it cold and then let it warm up. So that's what I'll do. It won't take long to warm up. It is 30 odd degrees out here at the moment, and the flies are driving me nuts. Let's try it. I'll open her up. So 1951 to 1991, to commemorate 40 years of soldier settlement in the Nambrooke Denison area, unveiled by CRPE Garlic, 10th to the 3rd, 91. Okay, October. All right, got a bit of foam up. Wait a sec. It's going to go all over me otherwise. It's got a bit of fizziness. Hang on, I'm not going to waste this. We'll pour it in. Sheesh, look at that. It is creamy. All right, we'll go half. Unfortunately, it's spilt on the ground. Check this out. Check it out. Now, I have cleaned this glass. Wow, this is very interesting. It's like a soup. Wow, look at it. All right. If you can see what I can see, I have spotlessly cleaned this glass, but it's still sticking to the side, so it's got something to do with the actual brew itself. It's very creamy. Look at the head. It looks like a dessert. Well, oh. All right. Wow, it's like an ice cream. It's sweet. All right, partner, you want to talk out there. Imagine a space in time where part of one melds perfectly with another. A marriage that seems impossible. First with hearts and the line of lactose prevailing at every corner. Can you dig it? Dubbed as Creamy Pastry Stout. That's where it's coming from. And coming from the R&D arm of the pilot program, we've taken our chocolate heavy pastry stout base and given it to our full liquid cream treatment, loading it 8 types of specialty malts, cocoa beans, husk, chocolate powder, banana, I can taste that banana too, sated caramel, and a double dose of coconut cream. It's all the right kinds of brand new, and we know you dig me. It is already quite beautiful. The smell is coconutty, chocolate. It's a dessert. It's not a beer, it's a dessert. It's gorgeous, to be honest. It's got, you can taste the lactic acid or lactose, but that doesn't matter. It's kind of sweet and sour at the same time. A very creamy taste on the tongue. Very, very, very tasty. Thank you, Mick. This is a really beautiful tasting so-called beer. It is definitely one to savour and enjoy. Just sit back and relax. Like you said, He recommends letting it warm up because a whole heap of different flavours come out. I'm noticing in the bottom of it a little bit of curdled cream, but it's so thick I can chew it. It's like a melted thick shake. This is good. It is very nice. One Drop, huh? This is a company, One Drop Brewing Company. As you can see, it's let me see if you can actually see that. Flies. This is a company, One Drop Brewing. Hey, wait, hey, you looking at me? Thank you. I love it. It started to get the sads. When I put the thing on there, it drooped and did the sads because it couldn't see my face. No, anyway. I don't want to drink it all because I've still got to drive another 10 minutes to town, and it's 10% alcohol, so I don't want it to get too much alcohol in my system while I'm waiting. Jeez. But that is a gorgeous beer. It's starting to warm up a little bit. So I'll pop that back in the car with the lid, with it sitting in the console in the car. I'll drive into town and I'll do another tasting and give you an idea on what the differences are when it warms up. It's good. And I'll give you a bit of a tour of the town I'm going to, Hayfield. There's a fair bit of information in this town, Hayfield, and there's a good story. Now, I'll tell you the story now while I'm waiting. A while back, the town was settled in 1941, I believe. The first person really came into there and started creating a cattle farm. Basically, the guy who came there and settled decided to bring in cattle. He called the place, he thought of it, it was just a big green pasture, not a lot of trees, and a really good town, a really good place to begin a life. And he began a life, all right. He became a millionaire in the end. This is Australia's first millionaire squatter, and he purchased the land and decided that he was going to control that land himself. And there's this big story about the Battle of the Bridge. And now, it's amazing actually. The council area decided they wanted to build a bridge across the Thompson River and provide access to the town and back so they can actually ship and move product from Hayfield to places like Rosedale, and then ship it from Rosedale all the way to Tasmania, make a lot of money. And this is how these guys became rich. Jeez. What happened is the council built this bridge without permission of the owner of the land, which is allegedly without permission of the owner of the land. And they basically built it so people can access the town. And the owner of the land decided, I don't want that, I want control over this, and made a big fuss about it all and put a big blockade up, put a big gate on each end and a big security post, and people were standing there with a gun. They would sit there with their little fine shot to shoot at people to keep them away. They didn't want to kill anybody, but they wanted to give them a bit of a hard time. Anyway, the township started to suffer for it because there weren't any people coming into town spending money. So they all got together and proceeded to remove the blockade while he was there. And the biggest story out of it all was there was an African-American fella, 6'6" tall, giant bloke. And the biggest story was a description of him grabbing two blokes at once and throwing them into the Thompson River and saying, get out of here, this is my place, blah, 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 and opening it up for everybody to start using. And since then, I mean, this is like a riot. It was a big riot. It was many hundreds of people running around trying to stop them, and hundreds of people trying to get through. So they got these big bullocks, pulled out their blockades and just made it work. And they opened her up for everybody to use, and now that bridge, I think, is still there, and that's where I'm going now. And after that, I'm going to try this beer when it's warmed up a bit. All right, we'll see you there. Whew, okay, that was a bit of a hike down. I'm actually under a bridge, which possibly was a... Sorry, moving rock. Which possibly was the scene of the original... I don't know, it might have been. But this is the Thompson River. As you can see, it's running. And it might have, I feel like it could have been. I mean, why wouldn't it be? This is a modern bridge that is replaced the original wooden bridge that would have been here in the battle for the bridge in Hayfield. So I have no room. There's nothing here to show that there was anything old here. Just a modern build of, 70s, something like that. But yeah, it's interesting nonetheless. Alright guys, I stuffed up. I drank it all before I started recording. But I can tell you now, got a little bit left in there. Oh, it is so good. When it's warm, it comes out with a really beautiful soft mouthfeel. Really chocolatey flavour, creamy coconut. It is a stout, and you can tell. It's not bitter at all, but it has a lactic acid taste to it. But it's not too bad, it's really nice. And it comes out really soft on the mouth. It's just like a dessert. It's just so beautiful. This, You Dig Me, is a great cream pastry stout, and it's done by One Drop Brewing Co. And I hope you like the video. I'm under this bridge, and cars are going over the top. You probably hear them going over. But it's history. It's history in my part of the world, and my part of the world, I believe, is very beautiful, and I really like doing it. So if you guys are interested in this kind of video vlogging, pop in a comment down below. Let me know if you've been here. Let me know if you've seen places like this before and you know some history. And check out Where in the World is Pierre. It's where I actually post main videos for this YouTube channel. For this out and about stuff that I do, and I really enjoy doing it, and it's just for fun. The Where in the World is Pierre channel has no monetization, so at the moment Google is making all the money out of my videos, which is going to stop soon. I am going to be able to monetize very soon. Turns out I got my 1,000 subscribers, no problem. But I need to get 4,000 hours viewing time before I can actually get money for it. And that's not happened yet. I'm at 3,000 hours. But I can get members. So if you guys want to join up and have a look, I'm going to start a membership very soon in that channel. If you want to have a look, links down below. See if you like it. Subscribe if you like, and say hello. All right, guys. We will see you in the next brew. Cheers.